The SMMT has put out a post claiming there's a 4.6 billion opportunity for UK-based suppliers by 2030, driven by rising demand for British-built components as manufacturers increase EV and hybrid production. On the surface, that sounds positive, and to be fair, anything that supports British manufacturing, British suppliers and British jobs should be welcomed. I welcome it, but the important word here is opportunity. Quick one. This bit isn't sponsored, but it is my personal recommendation. I use the high-low band for blood pressure tracking, and it's honestly been a godsend for me. Super easy to use, and I get a much more realistic picture than a one-off reading at the doctor. If you use my link, you get 20% off plus a 12-month subscription, and I get £25 if your referral is successful. So thanks if you do. The link's in the description. On with the video. This isn't £4.6 billion already secured. It's not confirmed investment. It's not guaranteed orders. It's a forecast of what could happen if the UK supply chain wins more of the work. And that's a very different thing. Don't forget, this is a little place called China, who undercuts us with everything and who has 80% of the cobalt and what have you tied up and contracted to go to them. There's also something very interesting about the timing. The SMMT story was first published back in April 2026. So why has it been pushed again now? Why roll it out again in June? Just as the debate around the ZEV mandate, weak EV demand, manufacturer pressure and the future of UK car production is getting louder. That looks less like fresh news and more like a carefully timed bit of industry PR. Because if the argument is starting to look shaky, what better time to bring out a big headline number like 4.6 billion and make it sound as though the EV transition is already delivering a manufacturing boom. When you read the wording carefully, the SMMT's own language makes it clear this is based on future potential. The UK could benefit if manufacturers source more components domestically, if investment arrives, if production grows, and if the business conditions make the UK competitive. We can't be competitive with EVs or anything really against stuff that's subsidised and made in China. So that's a lot of ifs. And there's the problem. The SMMT is presenting this as if the EV transition is already delivering, while its own figures show the industry is still under serious pressure. UK vehicle production has been down year to date. Commercial vehicle production has been hit especially hard. And on the sales side, battery electric cars are still falling short of the level required by the ZEV mandate, even after heavy discounting by manufacturers. So the question's simple. If EV demand is still being forced by targets, discounts and regulation, how solid is the 4.6 billion opportunity really? What other of their predictions have come true? I don't think any. There's also another important detail. The SMMT talks about EV and hybrid production. That matters because every time the pure EV numbers look weak, hybrids suddenly get bundled. I've likened it to Andy Murray. When Andy Murray lost, he was Scottish. When he won, he was English. Lennox Lewis. When he lost, he was Canadian. When he won, he was English. Same with plug-in hybrids. When it's bad news, they're ICE cars. When it's good news, they're electric. So hybrids suddenly get bundled into the conversation. We see the same trick again and again. EVs, hybrids, plug-in hybrids, electrified vehicles. All put together to make the story sound stronger than it really is. But the ZEV mandate isn't supposed to be about ordinary hybrids. It's supposed to be about zero-emission vehicles. So when the SMMT talks about this supply chain opportunity, we need to ask how much of it is genuinely battery electric and how much of it depends on hybrids, combustion engine components, transmissions, exhaust systems and other parts of the existing car industry. Because if the opportunity depends partly on hybrids and combustion related components, then it's not proof that the EV only transition's working. It's proof that the motor industry still needs a mixed market. And that's exactly what many of us have been saying. The UK car industry doesn't need more fantasy targets. It needs realistic policy, affordable energy, proper investments, consumer demand that's actually there, not imaginary, made up and pre-regs, and a transition that doesn't destroy the very supply chain it claims to be serving. A 4.6 billion opportunity sounds very impressive, but an opportunity isn't a result. Until the factories are open, the orders are signed, the jobs are protected, and the vehicles are actually being sold without artificial pressure, this isn't a victory lap. It's a sales pitch, and rolling out an April story again in June doesn't make it new. It just tells you how desperate they are for a headline yet again. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.